Hello, and thanks for joining us. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome to the Garden City Community Chat Show. It's Thursday, August 27th, 2026. This is episode number 761. Let's give a shout out to a few of our neighboring cities of Westland, Dearborn Heights, Livonia, Redford, Inkster, just to name a few. We're so happy you could be with us tonight. We hope you're all safe and doing well. I am your host, Carrie. Looks like Mike might not be in there tonight. He had back surgery, I think last week. So if he pops in, that'd be great. If he doesn't, we got you covered. Tonight, we have the pleasure of showcasing another local business. We'll be talking with Ben Knapp, the owner of Omnivo Fitness and Athletic Club located in Livonia, Michigan, just down the road a bit. So stay tuned. Ben will be here shortly. Also, we'll close out the show with some community events and announcements for you. So we have a lot to get to. Let's get to it. If you are watching us live on Facebook or YouTube, there have been some issues on Facebook, so hopefully you're watching us. You can go ahead and post your questions and comments in the comments section. You can find us live right now on Facebook at facebook.com/GCChat. And over on our YouTube channel, just search for the Garden City Community Chat Show. Or better yet, take your smartphone and scan that QR code on your screen. That'll take you right to our YouTube channel. And we'll be showing that throughout the show. You can also email your questions to us at gccommunitychat@gmail.com. And we'll do our best to get those answered for you. Remember, we're here to promote not only our community, but yours as well. And speaking of community, if your community organization or business has any events, announcements, or cancellations that you'd like to get out to our listeners, all you have to do is email the details to us at gccommunitychat@gmail.com, and we'll be more than happy to pass that information along. Remember, you're always welcome to come on the show and promote your community, business, or organization anytime. Won't cost you a dime. We also encourage any local business to check out and join the Garden City Business Alliance. See what great things they can do for you. For more information, head on over to their website at gardencitybusinessalliance.org. Okay, before we get to our guests, let me mention real quick that the next City Council meeting will be Monday, September 14th at 7 p.m. in the council chambers, located at 6000 Middle Belt Road. These meetings are a good way for you to get involved and voice any concerns you may have as well. Also, an update for next week to get on your calendars. Our guests will be April and Justin Brommer. They are the owners of April Air LLC, HVAC, plumbing, and electrical. So if you're in the market for a new furnace or air conditioning, like we were, they took care of us. Be sure to tune in next Thursday night at 8 p.m. All right, let's introduce our guest for tonight. He is the owner of Omnivo Fitness and Athletic Club. Please welcome Ben Knapp. Let's get Ben in here. Hey, Ben, how you doing?
Hey, Carrie, I'm great, man. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you.
Good to see you. It's been a minute.
Yeah, man. It doesn't feel that long, but when you do the math, yeah, it's been a minute.
Well, we've been doing this for 16 years. I was trying to figure out when you did the health segments for us, but it's been a while and you're still in the health and fitness industry. That's awesome.
Yeah, kind of held captive a little bit, you know.
What inspired you to get into fitness business and what made you decide to open your own fitness and athletic club?
Well, it's been a long journey. So if I think of how it started at inception, it was really just kind of like a hobby, you know. So a hobby. The industry was at that time was it was growing a lot. Like the gyms were already there and happening, but like the supplement industry really started growing. So I got into some competitive lifting. So it kind of created again just a hobby that was requiring a lot of time, you know, and so why I got into it, you know, it's hard to really put a label on that. When I think back, it was probably just a lot of ignorance, you know, just really not, just, letting excitement be the guiding energy, and not really looking at it logistically or anything like that. So, that's the youth gone wild. So I think that's probably why I got into it. And it's a whole different story of probably why I stayed into it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So you're not just in the lifting weights and exercise, and you're also in the supplements and that as well?
Yeah, you just it's more like an applied science. I just kind of, what has, these things just kind of connect. Fitness is a global term. Health and wellness are large umbrellas, and there's a lot of things underneath them. So, I picked some fruit that just that I was interested in, that I've studied, and through application and different business ventures, where there's a proof of concept, like people, were getting healthier, and people were moving better and feeling better. So yeah, it was just natural to put the two businesses together. My first business before I had a supplement store. So I was in the supplement industry for about 7 years, and that kind of so it was a transition. So it wasn't a cold start on the fitness side of it. It was kind of again part of a transition.
Yeah, that was 7 years under your belt. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
There's a lot of gyms and fitness centers out there. What makes your club different, and what do you want members to experience when they walk through the doors?
Well, I do think this is a question that's probably best answered by our clients. But yeah, and the best way that I would put it is I think it's really just our attention to detail. And that detail starts with just how we interact with people. We're a gym. It's a very large space. It's just an amazing training facility. I'm so happy with it. But even with our large space, we're going to control our population. This has got a lot more of a private feel than a very rowdy, crowded environment. So when you have those more intimate environments, it gives you that opportunity to make more connection, and that allows you to have like gym events where people feel like they're kind of a part of it a little bit. It's large enough to where you don't have to come to all of our parties, but there is enough intimacy there where people do like the closeness to it.
Yeah, it is a huge facility. I'm showing some pictures on the screen now. What's the square footage of that place?
We're going to inflate everything. I call it around 27,000 square feet. Yeah, it's 2 levels. Yeah, it's
wow.
It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's really nice. You got a lot of equipment in there. Holy cow.
Every square inch. We have these, it's such a cool building. We have these old racquetball courts that we're converting into different training spaces. So we've added like a Pilates studio where we built a mezzanine in one of our rooms. Underneath that, we have physical therapy. We recently just added a cycling studio, which your son Derek is one of our our crew members, one of our gang. The guy's an animal too, man. The guy's an animal.
Yeah.
But so yeah, it's just such a uniqueness of it to it. Just like the intimate parts of it, where we have a private, where we train our private clients. We have its own private space for that too. So it's just really, man, it's just such a cool space.
Yeah, it's really, really nice. I like it. Looks great.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Fitness trends seem to change consistently. What are some of the biggest changes that you've seen in the industry? And are there any trends that you really think are actually worth following?
Well, I think when you look at things principally, I can probably be a little on both sides of this, answering these different ways. But I think trends are how does somebody choose to define something that's trendy? So getting strong actually is becoming trendy again, but strength training has always been the foundation for just about every athletic or physical accomplishment an individual hopes to create, right? We all know this. Every sport, every recovery, every rehab has all benefited by getting stronger. Now they're showing the metrics as we're getting older now. Getting strong is increasing bone density, right? It's part of, like, I don't like to throw out like life extension, but definitely life quality as we get older. And so I think trends are fun, as as knowledge rolls out and as we get smarter, we certainly can continue to add more tools to our chest and continue to be flexible because knowledge is endless. But again, watching out for things that are fun and exciting. So when you ask, what I think makes us special is that I think we're a cool facility, right? I think we have some, it's really like, it's fun. Like that's a great picture that you put there. That's a really high energy room, Carrie, man. I can't even describe it, but, and that oozes into all the different parts of our gym. People are legitimately having fun. So I think it's, trendy, to be a part of things like cycling. But I think we really just stick, what makes Omnivo special is we stick to, we're really a foundational, kind of more of a linear approach to, again, what it takes to get stronger and what it takes to improve performance. And so we're really building a brand that's more around actually, getting results. So strength training doesn't necessarily mean hawking up. I mean, what's the difference between strength and bodybuilding? That's an awesome question. So bodybuilding is really trying to manipulate a very specific area of your body's tissue. And it doesn't mean it's not going to require strength for that to continue to have, to progress. But I would look at the more spectrum of strength to be, the way the body functions. And really a lot of times those can be measured, with certain compound movements, but also, just with the erratic life that we're in, reaching and taking stairs and carrying things and, so being, competent in a lot of different ways. So I think of strength as like more global, where like I can pick up weights, yes, but how my body is resilient in maybe something that's unfamiliar or something that's, just like something that I don't know a lot about, just like climbing trees, so that might be a decent example of if you get stronger, your chances of climbing a tree are a lot better. Right.
Now, what's this picture right here that I'm showing right now?
That's our Pilates studio. That's actually a really old picture. We've made it a lot sexier since then. These are reformers, which is a really a cool piece of equipment. So it can definitely, you can do a lot. It's very versatile. My Pilates instructors will definitely get angry at me the way that I try to explain it. But it's just it's a balance between some strength work, mobility work. It requires a lot of balance. There's a lot of concentration on footwork, on core work. And this is just a posture that we happen to snap a picture of in the middle of a class, but definitely a lot going on there.
Yeah, a lot going on. And then this here, what is that, planking or what's that?
Yeah, it's planking. And so also where the feet are at up against, which are actually like some shoulder pads, that reformer actually slides. So it's possible that there was also, so there's definitely an unstable aspect to it. So it's definitely a different way to approach ab training, and you definitely will be reintroduced to them if you partake in one of these classes.
Now, do you have something for all ages? I mean, like senior citizens, low impact maybe?
Well, we don't, the services that we offer, again, so if it was somebody, that's a lot of our services are a la carte, so we have like a basic membership. So really what the only minimum requirement for that is somebody has to be able to create a profile, be able to take some stairs to get into our facility, and they can manage themselves around our autonomous gym space. So depending on who the person is and how I'm introduced to them, I love the opportunity to kind of learn a little bit about more about like, well, why are they here? What is it that you're looking for? What goal is it that you have? And because of our so many different services, it's exciting to be able to say, well, make suggestions and create some credibility through, matching people to a specific modality. So it's not necessarily how old they are. It's just like, well, where are they at in their fitness journey? How just finding a way to figure out what their skill level is, and having different services that I can offer people, at different price points. So it's actually really cool, where before, when we had just a private training studio, you were kind of locked into really looking for a very specific type of person. So now, everything's just a scale. So it's really been fun, and it's been fun to see it grow in different ways. So again, people that just walk in with their gym bags and bang, and then other people that are looking for those more boutique or professional services.
Okay. Right. A lot of people join a gym with great intentions, especially January 1st,
Yeah.
right? They want, New Year's resolution, but lose their motivation after a few weeks. What advice would you give someone who wants to get in shape but has trouble sticking with it?
Well, I mean, that's the toughest thing. Here I am trying to build a business around that exact challenge. The basically the high likelihood that somebody will quit, and more times than they actually stick with it. That's the largest number. So yeah. So even when I'm looking for clients, I'm kind of hoping to filter out a little bit and find people that that really look at this a different way. So I would say those types of people with that, how does anybody get anywhere? We have to kind of just like redefine our goals. Simon Sinek had a good book, called Why. And it's like, we have to continue to reestablish that. So, how many people get active like after a heart attack, and how many people get active after a knee injury? And so,
right.
It's hard because, I don't know what it is. Our time is just displaced in other ways. So it's a great question. I just don't really know that there's a specific way that I could, guide people that way, other than if they were right in front of me, and just, again, maybe just trying to set out think of goals and looking at them in maybe smaller increments, so maybe looking at, how we can, what benefits we can find from a week to a month to 6 months, and maybe just make because if you want to lose 50 pounds, and we've all heard it starts with a single pound, so maybe just really getting people focused on the micro, because we all know that the micro leads to the to the macro goals. So maybe just if given opportunity, I can just try to guide people a little bit with experience, and maybe just have them look at it, just looking at it a little differently.
What are your thoughts about these Ozempic and Wegovy shots? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I noticed you don't have that on your list of questions there, Kerry.
No, I don't.
It sounds like you may have pulled that out of your back pocket. So,
I did.
But it's a fun question, so I can only answer it from just my own perspective, because I'm not a doctor. I'm just
your opinion.
I'm an opinionist, right? So that's my degree. So there's two ways to look at it. When somebody is overweight by whatever standard we all would agree is something considered overweight, right? So I'm not going to give numbers or anything like that, but that's hard on your health, right? It's hard on your joints. It's hard on your, sometimes, when joints break down and your blood pressure is going up, now our confidence is starting to wane. It affects our life in a lot of ways. Confidence is an amazing thing. So I would say it's unhealthy to be overweight. And so, when you look at the drug, I can't necessarily comment on the drug's longevity, because nobody has said, what to expect in the future. So we're all guessing, but I would say to lose weight puts you in a position to be successful in a lot of different ways. Now you can move more, be more active, have more self-love, right? Just really, staying more positive, and think of the positive things that happen in our lives when we feel good, So again, that's the same thing. It's the micro leading to the macro. When somebody wakes up with some better energy and a better sense of self, some really great things can happen to them. So I would say, I guess would say go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whatever works.
Yeah, it seems to be working. So there's always a lot of things you can do with it, right? Again, no matter what medication or even training program that you're on, it still needs to be supplemented. It needs to be supplemented with rest and recovery and nutrition. So you still want to always take a global approach to any of these things. So even with Ozempic doesn't get you like where you can lay around and be sedentary and otherwise lazy. No, but it's giving you a kickstart to like, giving a crap about what you're doing every day and what you're putting into your mouth and just making those considerations. So it seems to be pretty awesome.
Getting back to people keeping their resolutions and that, it's really up to the individual, isn't it? I mean, they have to really be dedicated, to do that.
Again, I think resolutions.
Derek's really dedicated.
He is. I mean, so I would have to say, Derek, hey man, why have you been so dedicated, right? And then we write it down. How did he describe it? Because we, maybe he gets a rush, or maybe he, I don't know what it is, So, and that's what we are. There's so many things stealing our attention these days, and so I had a conversation with somebody in the gym the other day, and I talked about that. I said, look, there's a lot of things that we can do for dopamine, ways to get dopamine. We can play on our phones. We can watch comedies. We can, but a lot of times, we're watching reruns, and we can eat delicious food, and we can play video games. There's a lot of ways to feed dopamine, and training is one of those things. And so we know now that a lot of our society is very busy. We're busy on our phones. We're busy in our brains. We're looking for those pops of dopamine. That's why we gamble more. That's why we DoorDash food. So, when I think of people that walk into my front door, I feel like it may not be exactly the same reason why everybody's here. Some people can be here for therapy. Some people can be here for again, they really just love training, but you just never know what that reason is. And so it's awesome knowing that people need that fix. And there's a lot of other alternatives, that are much simpler and much easier. Going to the gym and banging weights for an hour is a whole lot harder than in doing some bet MGM and, playing some slots. And so I'm really proud of the way our people are getting their fix.
Yeah. Derek says, I just don't want to feel like poo-poo. That's my personal drive.
There it is, man. That's and that's awesome, right? When you actually know the difference, that's why I tell people feeling good feels good.
He also says Rachel loves training with you too. Major kudos.
And that's awesome, So we love people that love what we're doing. So we coach very honestly. We present our services very honestly, very transparently, and it's really cool when people say, yeah, I want some, so that's, that it's just awesome. So live in the moment.
Yeah. He says, Zen Ben, baby, the main driving force behind keeping Omnivo going like a well-oiled machine. Cheers.
Well, I'm in amazing company. Thank you, Derek. That's awesome. It's definitely, there's a lot more than me that definitely makes it go around. I'm surrounded by amazing people.
Yeah. He does get pumped. That's for sure.
Yeah, man. It's exciting.
Yeah. So looking ahead, Ben, what are your plans for the club? Are there any new programs, equipment, or opportunities you'd like to bring to the community?
Yeah, I'll take it as far as the banks will let me borrow money. You know what I mean? So I will spend it if you'll give it. So yeah, I do think that I will never stop trying to just make things better, because again, it is a lot of fun. Just even with the there's a lot of new equipment out there. Not all of it is better. We have an amazing mix of old and new equipment, but again, I still have some space that I think can be more versatile. We've even talked about some outdoor training spaces, and I've always kept it in my back pocket. I would love to build or to be a part of a sportsplex. I love to throw that out there because I believe in manifesting. I believe in, speaking it into existence. So I just feel like it's just, it's another scale. It's just another way to work in the community and just meet so many new people. And, you just never know what grows from those types of seeds, if you will, just the relationships and the opportunities. And when you're building it on, a foundation of, again, humans and fun and fellowship and health and wellness. I mean, it feels like it would be hard to go wrong.
Yeah. Well, your wheels are always turning, and I think you're going to be pretty successful in whatever you decide.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
All right. Wrapping it up. If someone is watching tonight that's never stepped inside a fitness club before and feels intimidated, what advice would you give them?
To go to Omnivo Fitness and Athletic Club. Simple as
You'll
that.
welcome them and they won't feel intimidated.
Simple as that. Now they're going to feel like they're going to feel home for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. You're like one big family, I hear.
Yeah, I mean, whether you like it or not, I got family members that we don't love each other. So I would imagine it's the same here. But yeah, for the most part, we put up with each other. That's good enough for me.
Yeah. Let's talk about this. There's a fundraiser cornhole tournament. You want to
yeah. Thanks so much for pulling this up, Kerry. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Saturday. So we got really lucky. We were the home facility for Detroit Catholic Central. Started a powerlifting club, and they're looking to actually. This is going to become a lettered sport for them, but they had such a great experience, so they're looking to come back again this year, and we're actually expanding on the program. So the program's not only going to the powerlifting program is not only going to grow in its actual size and its volume of lifters, but we're going to be adding more coaching and a lot more different training benefits. So yeah, we're partnering with Catholic Central and the moms and the community, and we're going to be hosting this. It's just a cornhole event. We're also going to have like some cycle classes that we're going to be donating, and just raise money for this lifting club. And it's really, I mean, these kids are awesome, man. They come in 3 times a week, plus on the off days and working out. And again, you think about what kids could be getting mixed up in, man. They're coming to the gym and they're banging, and it's awesome to be around them. It's awesome to be around the energy, and we're just really thankful that we've gotten the trust. This is these are the people's children, and the fact that they feel safe, sending their children to our facility and working with our coaches, and we're really, really proud to be working with them. Well, what's up? You decided to show up, bro.
I'm having all kinds of problems.
Good to see you, friend.
Good. It's good to see you.
Yes, sir.
So this is Saturday, September 12th. It's going to be held right at Omnivo, right?
Yep. It'll be probably in the back parking lot. So we'll have some food trucks. We'll have some spirits and definitely good vibrations. So it'll be a good way to kill a few hours and help some young guns and young studs get stronger through this powerlifting season.
Yeah. Do you get a lot of high school athletes in your place?
Well, not particularly. A lot of high school athletes, they have so many opportunities and commitments with their team. So the structure of athletics has become a little more. More schools have their own gyms now, and they have their own. Right. Strength and conditioning coaches, and they kind of move a lot as a team, so they don't spread out. So it's definitely become a lot more sophisticated, more organized, and so we get a lot of athletes, one off, especially in our private environment. We train a lot of hockey players, and so people that are looking for, again, that more individualized boutique, we kind of lean into that a little bit, because we definitely appreciate what teams and what a lot of those clubs have created, but we're always ready to support when we can.
Yeah, Rachel says we love Omnivo.
I love that.
We recommend it, that's for sure.
That's amazing. I appreciate that so much.
Mrs. Chat says hi, everyone.
Hey, what do you say, Cheryl?
So there it is. That's your sign.
Yeah.
So you want to talk about memberships? Do we have a price, or how does that work?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to talk price, so always remember, it's never apples to apples, So right. the biggest the thing that I love to introduce about who we are is, again, we are more of a private facility, so we will never dilute our product. We're never going to overcrowd. It's just really, it's different in the way that we're very organized, very hygienic, and it's just really neat to have a nice, clean facility. With that said, we do have memberships that are $129 a month. And so we do offer discounts. We're doing like police, fire, veterans, military, families, so we're finding a lot of different ways, and we have different promotions on things, a lot of a la carte services. So it's really easy to get in. You don't have to be a member to do some of our other things. If you just want to come in and do this thing, we've got something for you. So we're very unique in that way.
So it's by the month. You have drop-in price or no?
Yeah, we have dailies. We have drop-ins for really all of our services, our Pilates classes, our mat classes, our cycle classes.
Oh, nice.
PT is a lot more structured, as is our private training. We really go about that a lot more in a step-by-step process, where we're, again, we're leaning a little bit more heavily into that, like the professional part of it, with a little more organization. But as far as being a member, yeah, if you're nice, and you can be kind to other people, and you're upright, we'll take you.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
There's all the information, the address. Now you're located on Plymouth Road in Livonia. Whereabouts now, roughly?
Well, almost. We're in the area that they're almost done with construction. So just look. Always look for the barrels. But yeah, we're actually between Levan and Newburgh on the north side of Plymouth. So we're the old Body Rocks gym, and then a brand new like a car dealership also just opened next door to us too. So it's really and they've just been redoing the entire. I think they redid the bridge over where Plymouth Road is going towards Ann Arbor Trail. So it's so funny. We bought the building 2 years ago in June, and they literally started construction like a week later.
Oh,
and so, God. I'm so thankful for the way that we've grown in those 2 years, even with some of those challenges, man, because the traffic has been a nightmare. And so I feel like we still have an upside. So it's exciting that they're almost done.
Well, that's awesome. And there's all the information there. I'll show it again at the end of the show. Anything else you wanted to cover before I let you go?
Oh, well, I definitely, as you can tell, sometimes like the sound of my own voice. So, ultimately, when it comes to health and wellness, I mean, that's what's amazing. There's so many great opportunities out there, and I want every business to be successful, and because, there's just enough people to go around. I always challenge people with, kind of like the what's possible type scenario. And so, if we are interested in seeing, what a little push can lead to, I think that starts to, you're getting a little bit more intimate with the types of facilities you might want to deal with. So, people that are really looking to, make change and measure it, keep us in mind. And otherwise, I wish everybody amazing health and amazing lives, and should always tune into this podcast every week and become enlightened on what's going on in the city. So I am very thankful that we reconnected. And, Mike, I'm thankful for the 30 seconds you gave us for this. I'm just playing, brother.
No, we really appreciate it and appreciate you. Now, you're a Garden City High School graduate, right?
I am, man. Yeah, born and raised. It's funny. I always thought I wanted nothing more than just to get the heck out of here. And here I am, midlife, and I'm right where I started. So
you're very successful and continued success. Thank you again for taking the time to come on, and feel free to come back anytime, Ben.
I appreciate it, Gary, Mike. Actually, I was going to tell you, your opening thing was really cool. I love the way it all led in and everything. So congrats on all your success. Number 761. I'm happy to be a part of it. And I'll be glad to come back on and give you some updates.
All right. Anytime. You're got an open invitation.
Appreciate it, friend. We'll definitely be in touch.
All right, Zen Ben, take care, eh?
See you, boys.
Good night. Get some rest.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Night. All right. Ben Knapp, one busy guy. Beautiful club there. Wow, those pictures were awesome. Let me get that picture again up. Beautiful it is. 2 floors. Hold on, I get it. Right there, look at that. That's crazy, huh? Look at all that equipment. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
the weights.
Look at beautiful. Yep, very, very proud of Ben. We go back a ways, so he's doing a great job. All right, Mike.
Yes, sir.
You're ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. I'm going to add you here. Stand by.
Well, that'll be the day to say goodbye. That'll be
Okay,
the
it's
day
time for some community
make me
announcements.
cry.
So let's
Say
get Mike in
don't
here.
be me.
Mike, take
You
it
know
away.
it's a lie, 'cause that'll be the day when I die.
All right, we got some new ones and some old ones in here.
Okay, they're looking for chili teams. You can register your chili team today. Teams receive 2 event logo aprons, 5 event t-shirts, an event bag, a $50 gift card, and a meal. Prizes include first prize is $600 plus a trophy. Second prize is $400 plus a trophy. Third prize is $200 in bragging rights. Kiwanis is going to be involved with a pancake breakfast before that again, as well as having a team. So we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, when you get a flyer made up, send it to me and we'll get that up on put it on Facebook. I can download it.
Okay.
Talking some serious money there.
Yeah. Stay alert. Join Code Red to receive alerts on important news and events in Garden City.
Yes, sir. Very important.
Volunteers needed for Meals on Wheels, especially delivery. No seniors left behind. A lot of seniors, this is the only contact they have with another living human being, is the person that delivers their meals.
Exactly. Yep. You can spare some time, they could use you.
Yeah. Professional carpet cleaner with Dennis, the carpet cleaner, tile and grout, hardwood floor, upholstery cleaning, 734-299-6496. Kiwanis is doing a care package supply drive. There's items needed for middle school and high school classrooms. They're going to deliver this stuff, I think, on Tuesday or Wednesday.
Okay.
Paper towels, Clorox wipes, Kleenex, hand sanitizers, Lysol, all-purpose cleaner, baby wipes. You can drop off donations at the Garden City Library and at the Radcliffe Center.
Yeah, this is probably the last call, before you guys deliver it then.
Yeah, it's next week they're going to deliver this stuff, is what our president said today. Thrift shop summer sale, 50% off all summer items starting Saturday, August 1st.
Yeah.
So it's already started. Flip-flops, bathing suits, selected clothes, etc., available while supplies last for the whole month of August. So there's still got a few things left, and they can't wait to see you. Come see our new exhibit, Life in 1776. This is at the
Straight Farmhouse.
Yeah. During America's founding, open Wednesdays and Saturdays from noon to 3.
Free admission.
Free, yeah.
Appreciate it, though.
Price is right.
Yeah. They have a lot of stuff.
That's where it's going to be, at Straight Farmhouse, 62
Right there.
Merriman Road in Garden City, open Wednesdays and Saturdays from noon to 3. They have what's the word?
Plethora.
Yeah, that's it. A plethora of activities going on at the Straight Farmhouse.
Yeah, they go to their website because you wouldn't believe all the events they have going on all the time.
Yeah. Payroll services for small and medium employers from local owned businesses at J&J Taxes and More. Contact Joe by email at joe@jnjtaxesandmore.com.
Yeah, that's the best way.
Pointers Home Solutions, general contractor and handyman. You can contact him at 313-656-7213 or email him at pointershomesolutions@yahoo.com. Ace Masonry, Jay Piner is the owner, 30 years experience with brick, block, and stone. With contact Jay at 734-469-0633. Los Amigos, Wednesday night cruise night. hosted by Don Nicholson Enterprises. It's at 7667 North Wayne Road in Westland. All makes and models are welcome. From May 13th to September.
A whole month yet.
Color Run, a Run Colorful Day for everyone. Who presents Color Run? The Bicelli Group presents Color Run. Sunday, August 30th from 2026. Check in at 10 a.m. It starts at 11 a.m.
Yep.
The race starts at 11 a.m.
Yeah.
Strength and stretch aerobics. Wednesdays, 5:30 to 6:30. Fees are $3 for residents, $5 for non-residents.
Yep.
Garden City's Public Schools is doing their bounce back on Thursday, September 3rd. Kiwanis is going to be there. We're going to pass out free books and so forth, as well as having our popcorn machine and other activities going on. So
Good.
this is going to be at Memorial School, I think.
Yeah, Memorial, yep. From 4 to 7, September 3rd. All kinds of stuff going on. DJ, police will be there, K9, fire trucks, face painting. Wow, Kiwanis, food, petting zoo. Huge.
Yeah. Parents' Night Out, September 4th, Friday from 5:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. $20 for your child, $10 for sibling, ages 5 to 12. They're going to have games, crafts, pizza for the kids, and the parents actually get to have an evening away from the kids.
This is very popular, this event. They have these all the time.
Mom to Mom sale. Shop Save Support Moms on September 6th from 12 to 5. It's located at
Tipton Academy.
Okay.
All print there. 29205 Florence in Garden City.
Okay, this is Garden City Miniature Golf has they have a Labor Day program from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Fall hours start September 8th, the next day, and the final day is October 16th for
26th season, yep.
Garden City Public Library has bingo in the afternoon. Join us for our monthly bingo night. Try your luck at winning prizes. Open to all ages 14 and up. Drop in September 8th from 1:30 to 3:30. Bingo.
Bingo.
Preschool playtime starting September 7th. Mondays from 9:30 to 11. Ages 1 through 4,
Yep.
$3 per child. As residents, $5 for non-resident child.
That's at Radcliffe.
Yep. Neighborhood Watch, second Tuesday of every month. Next one is going to be on September 8th, and that's in the Garden City Police Department.
Yep. Day before my birthday.
Yoga, September 12th to October 24th. I can't really read all of that.
7-week session. 9:30 to 10:30, $7 residents, $8 non.
Thank you.
Yep. Here's that cornhole tournament again.
Save the date, a cornhole tournament.
Yep.
Saturday, September 12th. That's my wife's birthday.
Yep. From 1 to 4.
From 1 to 4, held at the Omnio Gym in Livonia. That's on Plymouth Road. We just had the head honcho from that as our
Yep.
guest.
Yep. Between, what did you say, Levan and Newburgh
Correct.
on Plymouth.
5th annual City of Westland Craft Beer and Wine Festival.
Oh, boy.
It's going to be on Saturday, September 12th. Again, that's my wife's birthday.
Going to be at Central City Park, Ford and Carlson.
Okay.
They have all kinds of stuff there. Cornhole, live entertainment. Early bird tickets go on sale August 1st, so they're already on sale.
Detroit Princess Riverboat Lunch. Garden City Senior Center presents. This is on September 17th from 10 to 3:30. $73 for ages 50 and older. Trip includes transportation, buffet style lunch, and riverboat cruise experience.
Yeah, I believe it's still available. I haven't heard any difference, so you might want to call first. 734-793-1850.
Bugs on Wheels, September 19th. Group 1 from 9 to 10, Group 2 from 10:30 to 11:30, and Group 3, oh no, there's not a Group 3. $18 for residents, $20 for non-residents with the Bug Lady.
Yeah, I'd be at Radcliffe. Call for more information there. You don't have to read all this, but this is the
St. Thomas the Apostle Parish. This is their annual September event, I think.
Yeah, from September 18th, 19th, and 20th. And they're going to have a grand prize drawing of $5,000.
Wow.
Yeah. Lots of bands. It's like a big reunion over there, so always check that out.
Lucky Squirrel, there's one more date, September 19th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. 10 by 10 spots are $25 for the event. Lucky Squirrel.
Yep.
They have a lot of vendors there, and you can get just about anything.
Yeah. I think it's like, what, 150 vendors or something, they said?
Yeah.
Crazy. You're doing a cookbook.
Right. And we need recipes from not only Kiwanians, but the whole community.
Residents, yeah.
I think Kim's going to announce it at the next council meeting, in fact. Taste of Garden City, deadline is September 30th.
Yeah.
Oktoberfest at Straight Farmhouse, October 10th from 12 to 8. Activities include a children's petting farm, a bake sale, a beer tent, vendor show, entertainment.
Yeah, a lot of bands.
Food trucks.
Yeah. Hogs is going to be there. Wow. They'll be able to showcase their new gazebo over there.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
4th annual Christmas market, November 28th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, that's easier to read. Food trucks, crafts, gifts.
Yeah, this is December 19th from 10 to 5. This
Yeah.
is at the VFW post 3323 on Wayne Road.
And address is 1055 South Wayne Road, Westland.
Yep. And that's all I have.
Yeah.
This is Chat. She says, happy our kids are taking care of their bodies, working 38 years in an office. Now it's 73. It's hard. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, tell me about it.
You
I just
ain't-
had back surgery last Thursday.
Yeah, how'd that go, by the way?
My back is better,
Yeah, good.
but it still gives me some trouble.
Well, you're probably still healing too, so.
Yeah, I got a follow-up appointment on September 9th, I think it is.
My birthday. Well, make sure you make that appointment, and good luck with that.
Yeah, I got to get the stitches out and what have you.
Yeah.
I think
So-
you'll decide whether or not any more surgery is going to be helpful.
Right. Well, let's give a shout out to some people in there. Derek Parton, Rachel Parton, Cheryl Parton, April Brommer, who's going to be on our show next week from April Air. Also, Dennis Dykman.
Carpet cleaner.
Yep, the carpet cleaner. And a few others in there that I can't see, but thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the show. And with that said, Mike, I think we're ready to call this a podcast.
I think, podcast.
Huge thank you to Ben Knapp from Omnivo Fitness and Athletic Club. If you missed it, we hope you'll check it out. This is the inside here. We hope you'll check out the show later on Facebook or YouTube. There's all the information right there. He's located at 36600 Plymouth Road. Phone number 734-744-41. They got a website, omnivofitness.com. Email hello@omnivofitness.com. All right. Let's see. And a big thank you to Mike. Thank you for showing up. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we had some problems with the computer and stuff. My daughter and granddaughter were over, and hopefully they've got it figured out. Microsoft is just putting the screws to us is all.
Always something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Technology is great if it works right.
Yeah.
What's Faye doing? Slamming dishes around in there?
Yeah, she's trying to clean up from supper and what have you.
Oh. All right, and thanks to all of you for joining us tonight, supporting us every Thursday night. Without you, there wouldn't be a GC Community Chat. Thank you for supporting us for 16 years. Remember, this show will be available right after we sign off tonight on Facebook, so we hope that you'll catch us at your convenience, especially if you tuned in late by going to facebook.com/GCChat. Feel free to share the show with your friends. We would appreciate that. Also, catch us on our YouTube channel. Just search for the Garden City Community Chat Show. And you'll find not only this show, but all our past shows as well. Remember, click on that live tab, and please subscribe also to the channel by clicking on the subscribe button. And at the end of all of our shows, myself and Mike like to thank all the healthcare workers, first responders, police and fire,
Absolutely.
on the front lines who serve and protect us every day.
Teachers.
We can't thank you enough. Be safe, and we want you to know that you and your families are in our thoughts and prayers every day. And whenever you see any of these heroes, please let them know how much you appreciate them. And who else do we want to add, Mike?
Teachers.
Exactly. We got to add our teachers. They're all going back to school soon. Some of them already are. They do a great job, so thank you for your service as well. Any final thoughts, Mike?
No, sir.
What are your thoughts on the Tigers?
We're looking forward to next year.
Yeah,
I think
yeah. They always say
football season's about to start, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm ready for that.
Yeah.
All right. Remember, the success of a community depends on the community, so please support your local businesses. And Mike, if you see something,
Say something.
exactly, we need to look out for one another out there. We hope you enjoyed the show. Thanks for listening. If you would like to contact any of us here at the chat for any reason, once again, email us at gccommunitychat@gmail.com. We do like to hear from our listeners. Let us know how we're doing, what you'd like to see more of. We will see you next week, September 3rd, when our guest will be April and Justin Brommer from April Air LLC, HVAC, Plumbing, and Electrical.
Fantastic.
Great job. Great job on our AC and furnace. Thanks again for supporting us every Thursday night. We really appreciate it. Don't forget, you can follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/chat, and over on YouTube. Once again, just search for the Garden City Community Chat Show and hit that subscribe button, please. And if you would like to come on the show to promote your business, organization, or community, reach out. Email us. Once again, gcommunitychat@gmail.com. Thanks for watching. Be safe. Take care of one another, and we'll see you next week. Mike, good night.
Good night.
Take care.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you missed it, just go to Facebook or YouTube and you'll find it there. Make sure you share it with your friends as well. We would appreciate it. All right. Take care and have a great night.